Gamer7 and welcome back to another Pokemon Create-a-Sim video. This time around it is Togepi. I actually do, as you can tell, start off trying to make him as a child, and then I'm like, you know what, there's not enough control or, basically mold options as a kid, so I do change him back to, well, not back to, but up to a teenager to have a little bit more control in molding his face the way I want it, and also getting to know what he would sort of look like as he aged up. I normally do make them as a young adult, but I think I was attempting to try this as a child originally. This is actually the first sim, like Pokemon sim, that I made into a child. Togepi was the first one that I actually created as a child, even though I did put Blossom's video first. I just sort of randomly have decided an order for these. I just sort of basically randomly looked at them as I was trying to take screenshots and be like, okay, let me put this person, let me put this one. There was only like 2 or 3 videos that I was for surely knew where I wanted to put them. So otherwise that, most of them are randomized. But yeah, I do sort of make him as a, what he would look like as a teenager first, and then age him back down to a child and do, like, I think a little bit of tweaking here and there to get exactly how I sort of wanted him to look. With his hairstyle, I go back and forth, like, quite a few times. I wasn't really sure what to give him and what to do. One of the things, like, I was trying to imitate is the fact that he has, like, spiked, jaggy, I don't even know what to call it, like, just the top of his head is sort of jaggedy and spiky, and so is the eggshell that is still around his body. So I was trying to go for sort of that look, but with hairstyles, that's sort of hard to do, particularly for a Sims for child hairstyle, even if you have CC in your game. So, I was a little bit challenged by that, and I sort of go back and forth on some hairs, and I think, like, I started to decide on one hair, and then got rid of it, and changed it to another, and got rid of it, and changed it to another, but there was one that always sort of was like, well, maybe, but then I would leave it because I wasn't sure, then I would come back to it, but basically I've ended up deciding the hair I did because it sort of had, like, basically 3 points to it, like 3 like jagged points to it, and I thought that best represented his eggshell and the top of his head. I do stick with mostly reds, blues, and I think I stick with all reds, blues, and whites for his clothing. I think the necklace that I do eventually choose maybe has one other color in it, but it's not like enough of a coloring to actually notice that it's even another color there. But that was because of the fact that his eggshell that he wears is white, blue, and red. So that's sort of like his clothing as the actual Pokemon. Also, I did try to make his skin color as close to like the actual color of this Pokemon, since it was a color that was sort of could be an actual skin color. So I did sort of try to keep pretty close to the color of Togepi's skin, or whatever, like the main part of his body, not the eggshell, with his skin color. I need more skin details for my kids. At one point you actually may notice that I clicked on a skin detail that actually was for a adult female, so it had a little bit of chest area going on. I was like, whoop, can't do that. But so yeah, I hope you do and like how he turns out and things like that. I have been trying like new things and doing a little bit of experimentation with some of these Pokemon Sims along the way. But with kids, I will say it's a little bit harder due to my lack of like clothing options and hair options and skin detail options and makeup options. And I know kids don't normally wear makeup, and if they do, it's like little kitty makeup. So the Sims game doesn't actually have makeup for kids, though. Literally, like the like little glitter lip glosses and things like that. I know my nieces try to wear those all the time, just because it makes them feel a little bit more grown up, but not actually wearing actual full-on lip gloss or lipstick. So, I mean, they do to a certain extent, so I feel like some of those options there. But sometimes I also do it from the standpoint of adding makeup, like maybe their cheeks are naturally like a rosy complexion, a rosy color, or maybe like the character that I'm modeling after has like something going on around their eyes, so I use eyeliner, but it's not actually meant to be necessarily considered eyeliner. Like with the Splatoon characters, I put eyeliner around all their eyes just because they have sort of those mask-like things, but it's not necessarily intended to actually be eyeliner. And I think I even have it on them with whether they sleep or swim or whatever, just because it's not intended to actually be like it's actual eyeliner. It's like something that's just naturally going on with them. So sometimes I do experiment with the makeup in that sort of light. But with Togepi, I decided not to do it because it didn't sort of fit the overall look that he was sort of heading towards. So I was like, you know what, never mind. And none of it looked right, and I don't have many choices anyway. So I was like, we'll just not do it. I did try glasses on him as well, and I decided that I didn't like those either necessarily. But let me know how you thought, if he should have kept the glasses or not. But the screenshot should be coming up soon. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you like how Togepi turned out. If so, please hit that lovely like button and make sure that you're subscribed so you can see the next Pokemon Creator Sim and other things that I do as well. Also, share the video so that others may enjoy it as well. At the time of recording this voiceover, I haven't got so many suggestions for Pokemon that I wouldn't take some more suggestions. So if you have a suggestion for a Pokemon that you haven't seen created yet, or you hope that I'm creating, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will consider doing it as of right now and all that stuff. All of my Sims 4 playlists will be down in the description below, as well as my social media, so you can go follow me on those. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!